Going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Got my jet fuel right here. Cheers. Hydration. So while we're on that subject, let me plug my sponsor really quick, La Espumita. Go check out laespumita.com for all your Cuban coffee merch and just Cuban coffee treats in general. Go check them out. You'll see what I mean. They're a great follow. More on that later. John Kane, who's the OC in DC? I'm glad you asked. I'll tell you right now. I'm just kidding. I don't know who the OC and DC are. But updates on that for sure. Philly Kane, what's up? John, juicy. Amen, sir. Did you guys see the pictures that came out already of Coach Feld already working with the players? There was a picture with Avante Williams. There was a picture with Corey Flagg and Jafari Harvey hitting the gym. So they're hitting the ground running. They're not wasting any time. So that's good to see. Let's see. Les, what's going on? Tanga, ever loyal. Thank you, sir. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Stanley, what's going on? Please come join us. You got a double header from Team Miami Flow tonight. You got myself for the next hour, just talking random Kane stuff into this camera. And then you got, I believe at 9:30 tonight, you got Maxed Out with Max Flow. And I believe they're going to have A Black on as well. So that should be fun. Uncle Joey, what's going on? Alex, what's up, man? How's everything? Yes, 9:30. All right, so sit back, enjoy. We will be talking, we'll be talking Canes football for the next few hours. First on my channel, then at 9:30 on the Miami Flow channel. Hope you're good time. Yeah, Team Flow for life. So I wanted to touch on really quick the whole Darren Ravel stuff from earlier this week, or from the last 48 hours, really. It feels like it's been a week. But the guy basically, just to catch you up if you've been living under a rock, the guy basically started making posts, and I don't know if he posted an actual article. I think it was an article, but I didn't read the entire thing, I'll be honest with you, because I just didn't take the thing seriously, because I saw this coming. And I'll be surprised if most Canes fans didn't see this coming. When the NIL stuff came out and we decided to pump money into the football program, right, including being a front runner in the NIL stuff here in Miami, of course we're going to draw the ire of the haters. Of course we are. As soon as Mario was announced as head coach and Radakovic was announced as the athletic director, you knew the haters started coming out of the woodwork. And when we announced that we were going to be pumping whatever millions of dollars a year into the program, they really came out of the woodwork. People that aren't even involved in football came out of the woodwork, which was hilarious. Never mind that the SEC's been doing it for years. Never mind that teams like Tennessee have been literally dropping McDonald's bags full of cash. Oh, did I say that? McDonald's bags full of cash, for these players. And then you got us, doing it, legitimately through this company that John Ruiz has set up. And through that, he has set up all these players with really good NIL deals. Yes, Texas. That's what I was going to get at, and it slipped my mind. Texas was the other one, paying players $50,000 basically to commit. And it's a huge double standard, obviously, but I'm used to it as a Hurricanes fan, and you guys should all be too. So did I like what he wrote? No, but being a Canes fan for 20 plus years, I'm used to it. I didn't bat an eye on it. And it is what it is. I don't want to give that guy any more attention than he deserves. Bryles declined Mario's offer. He's staying at Arkansas. Yeah, I mean, that's one side of the story. Maybe he really did. Maybe Mario gave him a good offer and Bryles decided to stay at Arkansas. Or it could be the whole, maybe he used it as a bargaining chip. to drive up his price tag. Who knows? Who knows? There's definitely, stuff on both sides. I know Mike Ryan, of the Levitard show, who was the information he was giving us leading to the Mario Cristobal hire all ended up being true. The guy was pretty reliable. Has a pretty good track record so far as dropping Kane's news. So he must have really solid sources. Even he came out and said that what he heard was pretty much the opposite. I'm just saying, I don't know what it was, but he was throwing, he basically saying, he was basically saying what he heard wasn't what's being reported. Take that how you want to take it. Harold Perkins using his last official visit to come to Miami. That is big. Some people are a little nervous that, and I'll be honest, it has crossed my mind because I think somebody said it in one of our chats. I think it was on Sunday. Somebody said it that, Harold Perkins might get in Shamar's ear. And that's possible, but that works both ways. Shamar might get in Harold Perkins' ear. So my opinion on the matter, I think Harold Perkins coming to campus is definitely a good thing for us. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Alex says Bryles agent made Bryles more money, calling the bluff. All right. Hey, there's definitely some validity there. Bryles wasn't offered the job. I think he knows someone else was trying to get more money from his current contract. It would be smart of him to do that in that situation for sure. Thank God I didn't want Bryles anyway, unless we're talking art. Yeah, definitely the crowd is split on Kendall Bryles. I think he's a talented play caller, but, he does bring that dark cloud with him that, those allegations from before. Let's hit this donation really quick. Norman, thank you very much for the dono. What's good, Kane fam? The hate is real, but best of all, the fear is prevalent. I'm telling you, I'm used to it as a Hurricanes fan at this point. And you know what? Bring on the hate. The more they come out of the woodwork to hate us and criticize what we're doing, the better I think we're doing. We must be doing something right. Let's see. If Mario really wanted Bryles, he would have gotten the job weeks ago. Yeah, because he wasn't playing in any playoff games. So, yeah, that's a good point. We would have known if he got the offer and turned it down, or he would have accepted it. It would have happened weeks ago if he was really the number one guy. Let's see. I just know Harold isn't 100% sold on A&M. No, he definitely isn't. It seems that way. Perkins and his bros just NIL shopping. That could play into our favor. Let's see. Did you hear about the Twitter space, John, last night? I heard about it. I wasn't able to hop on because I unfortunately, I go to sleep early because of work. I want the head coach from Toledo, Campbell. I really like him as a prospect. I really like John Campbell because I know this firsthand as a fan. We played Toledo in 2017 and 2018. If you look at the final scores of those games, yeah, it would look like we kicked their ass, but we really didn't. We kind of pulled away very late in those two games. Both games were a dogfight, and both times they played a solid defense. In 2018. Excuse me, we had a top 5 defense, and they were able to score points, especially in that first game at Hard Rock. I was at that game. That was the one where Mark Walton ran for like 200-something yards. And listen, that offense is legit. It might not show in the record the last couple of years. I think they've gone 7-5. 2020, I think they went 4-2 because they had a shortened season. That's kind of a throwaway. But I know 2017 was the year they went like 11-3 because they had like the number 1 passing offense in the nation. So if that's the hire, it's a home run hire, in my opinion. That's not a home run. That's a grand slam, in my opinion, because you're getting a head coach from the group of five, but he's young. He understands modern college offenses, and he's dynamic. And that's got to be what we bring here, and that's going to be very exciting for playmakers like Knighton and now Henry Parrish Jr. and Latson and Romello Brinson, and of course TVD throwing to all those guys. Is Pyburn coming for his official the same weekend as Shamar and Perkins? I don't think Pyburn has announced his official, but him coming for an unofficial visit opens the door for that. I don't know if he's announced if he's coming or not that weekend for his official, but he can if he wants, because he didn't take an official these last few days. He just came to visit, and you saw the pictures on Twitter. Him in that number 44 uniform, I think looks good on him. And let me tell you, that dude is every bit of 6'3", 6'4", 265. The dude has size coming off the edge. Hey, what's going on, man? The general, what's going on? One of the leaders of the degenerates. What's going on, Hottie? Cannell had the #1 class in the MAC 5 years in a row. He can recruit. Oh, wow. That's a good stat, Toby. If that's accurate, I did not know that. That he had I believe it. #1 class in the MAC the last 5 years in a row. And that would fall in line with what Mario wants. He wants guys that not only can develop talent, he wants guys that are ace recruiters, like across the board at every position. So that makes a lot of sense. I'm still sticking with Dorsey. He's an intelligent man. I agree. Dorsey would be a great option. The idea of Campbell, he's been he was an offensive coordinator and grew into that head coaching position at Toledo. And Toledo's known, they've had some good seasons recently record-wise, but just look at the offense. They score in bunches. If they lose games, it's not because of their offense. He's also put guys in the NFL. Yeah, true. Oh, man, I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. Somebody remind me the running back that came out of Toledo that I think he was with the Chiefs that just tore it up that one season. Got into some trouble, and then he went to the Browns. God, I can't remember his name right now. He's a running back. Kareem Hunt. Yes, Kareem Hunt. Thank you. So yeah, that's what I hear about Pyburn. It's I don't know if he's taken that official yet, but if he does, I think that's pretty much a lock. And man, we are really doing a great job already rebuilding that D line. Let me tell you, if we do end up landing Shamar, which right now it looks pretty good. Not saying it's for sure, but looks pretty good. I like where we're at with Shamar. Aside from when we were 2-4 this year, once we got it cranking again and we started winning again, I started to believe, okay, we'll get Shamar. And then Mario comes, I'm back to Shamar being a lock. I've been in on that since the beginning. My very early prediction almost a year ago was that Shamar is going to be a Cane. Let's see if it's true. Oregon, Logan's, I'm not going to try that name in the transfer portal. Would be cool to play for Mirabal and Cristobal. Might be a great pickup for the Canes who are expecting to pursue. Here you go. Yeah. Yeah, Candle's offensive rankings are outstanding. Look him up. Yeah, no. He's the elite offenses and has done it against Power 5 opponents. The dude put up, I think, 29 points against Notre Dame this past season. That was one of their 5 losses at Notre Dame, and I think they had a couple of overtime losses. Kareem Hunt. Yep. Yes, thank you. Got it. Let's see. I'm kind of jumping around the comments here. But yeah, just wanted to touch on a little recruiting stuff. So thank you guys for the questions. Please hit the like button if you haven't already and hit the subscribe button. We will have a secret. Well, I'll give it away. It's not a secret, guys. Flo might be joining us in the next, I don't know, 7:47, like in the next 10, 15 minutes probably. He said he might get out around 8-ish and join us from the car. So hopefully Flo can hop on with us soon and we'll chop it up with him. Let's see. Oh, The Canes are up 49-22 to UNC. Nice. Look at that. About time. Like that FSU loss pissed me off. And I'm not even talking about the football one, the basketball one from the other day. I mean, we played so flat. We played so flat that day. I was really pissed after that game. So I'm glad Coach Larinaga has the boys coming out clicking on all cylinders, because that's what he does. Coach Larinaga is a great coach, and a lot of fans wanted him gone. If they go MAC conference, I'd rather have Andrew Soder. I'm not too familiar with him. Let's see, when is Elite Prospect Day? I believe Elite Prospect Day is next Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I want to say it's the weekend of the 29th when UNC loses, America wins. Soder's more pass happy than Candle, though not Mario's cup of tea, but would be cool with either one. What are you hearing on DC? I'm not. Oh, this Saturday, the 22nd. Okay. This Saturday, the 22nd is Elite Prospect Day. And I know that they're not hosting any official visitors. They're just focusing on Elite Prospect Day. So they're just focusing on those juniors and sophomores that are coming in. What is your expectation on number of possible commits after this weekend? Well, we are getting closer and closer to signing day. It is what now? I think 2 weeks from tomorrow is National Signing Day. I think after this weekend, those 2 high school commits that I thought we were going to land, I think we land them this weekend. I think Shamar Stewart said he was going to announce, originally that he was going to announce on signing day, and I think he sticks to that. I don't think he announces any earlier. But my early prediction is we land him. That's just my gut feeling. And Pyburn might announce sooner, but it wouldn't surprise me if he pushes his announcement back. And that's the only thing that sucks, Alex. Like after this weekend, it's might still be kind of a boring weekend. Maybe we get 1 or 2 commits. But then the floodgates open on signing day. I think we could possibly get 4 or 5 on signing day to really put this class over the top. Maybe we grab somebody out of the portal this weekend. I don't know. This weekend could be a little quiet. I'm not going to lie. Now that signing day's so close, they might just wait for the actual day to announce. John, what's hot in the portal that we need to look at? Well, I know, what's his name? Tyler Sneed? Hang on, Tyler. I can't find. He's the tackle from Vanderbilt. Tyler Sneed or Tyler Steed, something like that. I think he's still available. Nice. 49-22 at the half. I love it. Maybe Bain pulls the trigger. Now, if you're talking 2023, so if you're talking 2023 commits, then yes. I think at Elite Prospect Day, we could get like 2 or 3. That wouldn't shock me one bit. Class of 2023. Okay. Sorry, Alex. I'm a little behind in the comments. Yeah, meant for class of 23. Sorry. Yeah, no problem. Tyler Steen. That's okay. Steen. Vanderbilt offensive tackle. Yeah, so that's a dude that I would love. He's still available as far as I know. But as far as hot in the portal, DJ James commits to Auburn, which wasn't a huge surprise. He's from Alabama, and we got our 2 boys to come back home. So, I'm happy so far, but the more we add to the trenches, the better. So the more we add to the, Pyburn and Shamar obviously would be huge. But yeah, the more we add to the trenches, offense or defense, the better. So I think that guy would be a huge pickup. Wasn't Candle an OC candidate for Manny Diaz before we got Enos? I'm sure he was. If that's the case, Manny opted for the wrong guy. Then again, I think Enos and Manny just weren't a good match either. Andrew Soder, Kent State offensive coordinator, had the number 4 ranked offense in the country this past year. Yeah. But apparently a little too pass happy. I think John Candle fits a little better because I'm going off what you guys are saying. I don't know Andrew Soder very well. I've seen the Kent State offense a little bit, and yeah, they do seem a little more pass happy, but I think John Campbell will be a better fit because he does use the running back, i.e. Kareem Hunt. Man, he's not a good match for anyone. I've been after Iuli and Pyburn on Twitter hard. We need both. Yeah, for sure. Citizen is supposedly going to Auburn. Yeah, Citizen, I mean, it's good to get him on campus. We definitely have a shot at him. Landing him would be nice, just for the numbers, just to have 6 solid running backs because, again, Chaney's still a question mark with his injuries. And then you got Thad Franklin, who might, or not, I don't want to say Thad Franklin or Cody or whoever that might transfer. You never know. You never know. There's rumors out there of who might go, and you want to have enough numbers is my point. But Trevante Citizen is a guy that's going to want playing time right away. He's a very talented running back. He's a 4-star recruit from the state of Louisiana, which has produced some talent lately. Yeah, that room is pretty loaded, especially if Don Chaney comes in healthy. Are you doing a show on signing day? I might hop on and do a live that day, yeah. Because that is a Wednesday. It's always a Wednesday. Yeah, that's a Wednesday. John, great show. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, sir. Always appreciate the love. Let's see. Do you think we get an NFL guy or a college guy for DC? I think it's a college guy. I think we stay in college. Yes, sorry. I got away from this question. DC, I'm liking Doug Belk more and more. I think, and if you end up going with like a John Candle, who we know is a very experienced play caller. It's not like you're bringing in a guy like a Dorsey who maybe has called plays, maybe not, maybe like unofficially. Candle has called plays for many years. He's been a head coach for many years now, a successful one. So, and has put guys in the NFL. So you got that on offense, then you can stay in college on defense, and you can go with an inexperienced guy like, let's say, Glenn Schumann. People say, oh, he doesn't really call plays much. Whatever. You can take a shot at him. Look what he's done with the Georgia linebackers. Okay. And, the jury's out on how much he really does call plays. Some people say, oh, no, he's great at it. Don't worry, we're fine. Other people say he doesn't really, he doesn't really do it that much. I don't know. But you can take a chance on a Schumann if you go with a John Candle on offense. That's what I would do. Do you think? Let's see. NFL guy or call it. Yeah, I said that already. But yeah, I think right now Schumann and Doug Belk are my 2 favorites. Oh, Soder runs the ball more than he passes. He had 1 guy over 1,000, 2 guys over 700 yards rushing. Oh, wow. Okay. See, I did not know that. I am not sold on Thad and Cody. Yeah, I disagree. I'm sold on both of them, especially the way Thad looked in that Virginia Tech game. I would love to keep them both. And remember, this was their true freshman season. A lot of people said Thad was maybe coming in a little out of shape. I heard he had a few issues with like fumbles in practice or something like that. But he bounced back. He looked very good late in the season. He's a great guy to have late in the game where you just need to move the chains and kill the clock. Give it to Thad. He'll bust through for 5 yards and get you a first down every time. So that's not a guy I would want to lose. John, is T-Rob still entertaining offers from Bama, Georgia? I'm sure he's listening to them. I'm sure he's hearing them out. He's not stupid, but I don't think T-Rob's going anywhere. With what he's been posting on Twitter lately, and I mean, he's showing nothing but love for Miami right now, and I would be a little surprised if T-Rob all of a sudden left. I'll be honest with you. I think he's sticking around. Ken Norton, DC, got let go today by the Seahawks and is also a linebacker coach. Makes you wonder. Oh, interesting. Thank you for that, Alex. Why not Zach Kittley? He was at Western Kentucky. Now at Texas Tech, makes 2.2. Makes 2.2 for 3 years, just double the money. Yeah, there's a lot of guys in the MAC. There's a few that you can definitely like, hey, we can pay you a lot more to be an OC. To go from a head coach to an OC, if it's a money thing, it's a no-brainer. I'm pretty sure what John Candle's getting paid, we can pay more. Great thing about Belk is Mario will know who the true Warriors are. That is true. And I believe they have a connection from Alabama, don't they? Love me some Belk. Take him any day. Agreed. Yeah, because I haven't heard much of Derek Mason lately. So I don't know if that's on the table anymore. And I hear that the Clint hurt, the whole Clint hurt thing, that's not on the table anymore. I've heard. Could be wrong. These things could change. John, with the Big Five recruits in February, how do you think we will finish ranking? So the way it stands right now, what do we rank? Like 30-something? Let me look it up. 247 Miami commits. 2022. We're ranked number 36 nationally. Cyrus Moss really bumped that up. And you let Shamar and add to that class that's already not big in numbers, but pretty elite as far as who we've gotten. Yeah, I think Shamar alone bumps you up into the top 20, if you want my honest opinion. Say you add, these are the guys I feel good about, personally. Shamar, you got Ayuli, who's got the connection with, Cristobal and Mirabal being Oregon commit. I feel pretty confident with that one. And Pyburn. Let's say we add those three. I think you shoot up to the top 18, top 15, just with those three guys. I'm wondering if T-Rob is out. Is there a possibility that we hire Schumann as co-D/linebacker, Doug Belk as DC and DBs? That'd be a nice combination because Schumann is already a co-DC, so that's very familiar to him. And Belk coming in as the other DC, maybe calling plays and the DB's coach. Yeah, I mean, that fits. That makes sense. I just hope we don't lose T-Rob. T-Rob has not had a chance to do T-Rob things because of Manny Diaz above him. He's shown it a little bit in recruiting. Look who we've gotten in the last year. The guys like Kamari Rogers and Chris Graves. He's already brought in a few elite guys or had a hand in bringing those guys in. So I don't want to lose him. But if we do, I'm sure there's options. Look, Mario doesn't do anything by accident. They have a plan. Ken Norton, nah, that would make the argument for Clint Hurt. I like Tenga. He keeps it simple. Don't care, just win. That's where I'm at this point. I don't care. As long as you win, I don't care who it is. Belk would be that home run hire. Now, Flo was saying on Sunday that if you're a football guy and you're not looking for the sexy name necessarily, that there's not much substance behind it, but the guy that's going to bring you substance as, as a football guy who's a great play caller and will develop talent. If you're interested in that hire, then you're going to love who the Canes want to or plan to hire, however you want to take that. When he said that, Belk was the first guy that popped into my head, so I'm with you, Terry. And if it really ends up being John Campbell, that makes sense with what Flo said. Canes B-ball smacking UNC. I love it. I love it. Keep it coming. Keep it coming, Coach L. Jay Miller, thank you so much for the $5 dono. I'm thinking Chris Ash or Jimmy Lake for DC. Now, those are two guys I haven't thought of much. Interesting. Let's see. Let's pull up a little bit on those guys. Jimmy Lake, who was with Washington. He has been with Washington from 2020 to 2021. He's coached in the NFL and primarily oversees defensive backs. Has been overseeing defensive backs. And then you got Chris Ash, who is from Rutgers, defensive backs and safeties coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars of the National Football League. Okay, so he's with Jacksonville right now, but I see a lot of pictures of him with Rutgers gear on. Okay. Listen, there's always a couple names in the news, and then new names pop up every single week. I think we're going to be fine with both hires, guys. I'm not concerned. It's fun to think about who it's going to be, and it's always fun to hear these new names pop up every week. So, I like it. Miller D. Lyman from Georgia area. Oh, and Connerly. That's right. I don't know. I mean, there's a shot. There's a shot for him for sure. There's Moten. Oh, I feel good about Moten too. Oh, so it could very easily be more than the three guys I mentioned. Easily. I think by the time the class is all locked up, I think we add in high school, I think we add like 4 or 5 more guys at least, and probably like maybe 2 more in the portal by signing day, and then a few more as the offseason goes. But yes, Jay Miller, thank you for that. Sigmund, thank you, sir, for the $5 dono. What about Brian Johnson, Dan Mullen's offensive coordinator? I think he went to the Eagles. Again, tons of names out there. I don't need to have the sexy name. I just need the guy that's going to call good plays and help us win. Look, I thought about this the other day. In 2001, when Larry Coker became the head coach, Rod Chazinski became the offensive coordinator. At the time, was that a sexy name? Probably not. I mean, everybody knew his time as a player for the University of Miami, but I don't think at the time that was a big time splash hire as an offensive coordinator. I mean, remember the talent we had at the time, but and look what it turned into. Chazinski is considered one of the best offensive minds, one of the best football minds in the game. Did people know that back then? Probably not. I like the idea of bringing in a lower level head coach as OC. I hope we're gaining interest in others along with Candle. I think we are. I think we definitely are. Western Kentucky, Kitley, quarterback Zapp had 5,900 yards and 62 touchdowns. That was in just this past season, Nashville. That's just stupid. Candle's a protege of Matt Campbell. Was the DC for Ohio State when they won? Oh, Miller, that was the one you were talking about. Was it Jimmy Lake or Chris Ash that you were referring to there? The DC when they won in 2015. Let's see. Alexander. John, someone in the VIP chat factored top 5. Factored top 5 will put us at 8. Shamar, Iuli, Connerly, Moten, and Miller. Yeah. I think we'll shoot up the rankings. That's definitely going to happen. Have you talked about Anthony? I haven't talked about him because, to be honest, I'm not too familiar with him just yet. I will study him a little bit and familiarize myself, and I'll let you know. What do you think Perkins may end up? Where do you think he may end up? The last couple of days sound promising from what I hear about Perkins. I don't think we're landing him for sure. I think there's definitely still a battle there with A&M. And of course, there's the added factor of him coming to Miami. Oh, Flo's trying to get on. Says he's having trouble. Hopefully he can get his way on. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, Perkins is coming the same weekend as Shamar. So you have that thing of, is he going to get in Shamar's ear to try to convince him back to A&M, or vice versa? Is he coming so that, he can meet Ruiz and Shamar can show him the campus and introduce him to the coaches and, maybe bring Perkins over to Miami? I'm thinking it's more the latter, but we'll see. Let's see. Jimmy Johnson wasn't a sexy name when he was hired. It wasn't a sexy name, but it was a great football name, I would say. I mean, I wasn't alive in 86 or 84 when he was hired, but Jimmy Johnson, played a long time in the Big 12. He was coming with experience, but he was young, solid recruiter. There was definitely reason to think if that happened today, if a guy like that coming in today, there would definitely be reason to think he would do very well if you were a football guy and did your homework. If we do get Candle, does Kevin Beard and Coach Cool follow him to Miami in some kind of role? I mean, maybe. I don't know if there would be room at this point, maybe as analysts. Because I don't know I forget what the rule is as far as analysts, but as far as the cap there. I know there's a cap on coaches. We already have McClendon, I think, is our wide receivers coach, right? I keep forgetting if he's wide receivers or running back. No, Kevin Smith is running back coach. So, yeah, we've already got McClendon. You've already got, Coach Cool's D-line. You've already got Salavea. I doubt it, but we'll see. Oh, Ash. Okay, so Ash was the guy. Chris Ash was defensive coordinator for Ohio State before. Okay, that's legit. Won a national championship with them. Where's the Kia man hat, John? He's trying to get on. You know what? Give me a second, guys. Let me try to gonna send it to your email. Let me try this again, guys. 1 second. Let me invite Flo. We will always make time for Flo on this channel. Let's see. Invite. Copy to clipboard. I'm doing techie stuff real time, guys. Bear with me. Gmail. But please hit the subscribe button. Keep the questions coming, guys. I'll go catching up with them in the chat. 1 second. Let's see. Ruben Bain. Man, if we just get an early commit from him, that'd be awesome. Okay, computer's being slow, folks. Perkins is A&M for now, but watch Mario work. You got the recruiting expert right there, David Franklin. If you don't follow him already, go follow him, please. Flo needs better Wi-Fi at his office. Let's see. Miami Flo. Boom. Okay. Just sent it. All right, so hopefully we'll get Flo on in a couple minutes here. Let's see. Jimmy Johnson was like the Matt Campbell of today. That's a good comp. I like that. He was like the Matt Campbell of today. Yeah, wasn't a big name. Let's see. Wesley Perkins Pyborn. Oh, man. I just thought of something. In a 3-4, you got Wesley Perkins Pyburn. You got Shamar playing maybe like a 3-4 DN. You got Cyrus Moss coming off the edge. I've been saying it for a few shows now. I really believe we're going to a defense that's going to feature a lot more 3-4. Simply because, number one, I think going into next year, we don't have the depth or the personnel to run 4D linemen all game, every game. I think there's going to be some times where we're going to have to go with that 3 down lineman look. And that being said, you got Cyrus Moss, who plays standing up off the edge. You got Shamar Stewart and Lichtenstein, who both weigh 270 and are 6'5". That's perfect 3-4 DN size. You got Leonard Taylor, who would be perfect for that. You got Elijah Roberts, who would be perfect for that. Gafacito in chat, y'all be easy. Yes, Gafacito. Cheers, fam. Quick little coffee break there. Let's see. Jimmy Johnson is the greatest coach of all time because he won a national championship in college and pros, not Saban. He definitely deserves an argument to be considered in the upper echelon. I mean, he got inducted into the Hall of Fame in the NFL. So, yeah, he is one of the greatest coaches of all time. I totally agree with you. Okay, here's a fun thing to think about. Where would Miami be if either Jimmy Johnson or Howard Schnellenberger stayed here for like 20 years? Let's start with Jimmy Johnson, okay? Howard Schnellenberger leaves for the USFL, okay, to basically start a new team there. Didn't work out, and then, he goes and has a success with Louisville and FAU. But let's say, he does that. Jimmy Johnson comes here. Jimmy Johnson wins a national championship here and basically sets us up for another one in 89. If Jimmy Johnson did not leave for the Cowboys and he stayed here, let's say, into the early 2000s, where would Miami be as far as championships? Would we have more than 5, less than 5, about the same? We'd have at least 10 natties. That's what I'm talking about. I agree. Clarence, 10 championships, 5 more natties if Jimmy stayed. Wesley, at least 10. Okay, so we're on the same page. All right. Jimmy was a master motivator and teacher. As an X and O's guy, he was okay. From a Kane and a Cowboys fan. Yeah. Sorry about that loss, brother, on Sunday. I really feel a lot of people. I have a lot of friends and family members that are Cowboy fans, so I feel for them. I really do. But then again, I'm a Dolphins fan. We're no better. The playoffs, if the playoff system was in place in the 80s and 90s, we would have too many rings to count. I 100% agree. We would have won one in 88. We would have won one in 1990, 2000. All those years that, we had like one loss and we fell just short of the title game or fell just short of being voted champs. If there was a playoff scenario in any of those years, come on. We need D tackles. Agreed. We need to keep rebuilding the trenches. I would be down to bring Coach Cool in as an edge/OLB coach. As a linebacker coach, interesting. I wonder if he has experience as a linebacker coach. John, I like Jack Pyburn, but he stated he had a great visit at Auburn. Yeah, no, he had a great visit at Auburn, but, just because that happened doesn't mean he's not going to want to come to Miami. And remember, he came to Miami after Auburn. And these young men tend to remember the last visit. And I don't know if you saw, but he was wearing number 44 jersey in that little video that he made where they get to put on the uniform and throw up the U with the coaches. He was wearing number 44, and Dan Morgan already chimed in and gave his blessing to, I believe he said, please make this a reality. That's a very underrated 3-star right there. Jack Pyburn. He would be a huge get. 20 to the national championship question. Another question. What if Howard, forget Jimmy, what if Howard stayed from early 80s all the way to, let's be sensible. Let's say he leaves in like 2000. How many championships we got there? I think I would also put it close to 10. Are we the same, renegade Hurricanes of the 80s that, were trendsetters and all that stuff? Maybe not, because I think that happened during the Jimmy days, the fatigues and all that. That wouldn't have happened under Howard. So you lose that, but we would have won. We would have won a lot. And definitely, he would have changed the game. He would have changed recruiting forever and he would have been the Saban of that era. He would have locked down South Florida for years. We would be 15 plus and no Bama. And Bama would not exist. Trenches. Yep. With Butch, we would have built a dynasty. You think if Butch stayed, that continues? All depends on who his play callers were, but it definitely was on the way. Because what was missing during his tenure, he brought talent here. He developed talent. He was a motivator. What was missing a lot of those times was X's and O's. That was Butch's kind of Achilles heel. Haha, I love the Cowboys loss. Oh, well, everybody has their opinion. You can have a great dinner with an ugly girl, but you really want the hot chick. 10 natties, no question about it. Butch left at the wrong time. Yeah, I think Butch, Jimmy, and Howard all regret leaving. I think they all regret it. If you watch the first You documentary, Howard definitely regretted it. May he rest in peace. One of the greatest of all time. Still is not in the College Football Hall of Fame, which is insane. And at least as far as I know, you have Jimmy, who, you've heard stories, but I think he definitely regrets leaving Miami because, the guy gets emotional whenever you bring it up. I think Flo has finally figured it out. Sir.
Yo. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man.
Bro, that was a mission.
Did emailing it to you help, or was it the same thing?
It did help, but I don't know why. I don't know, bro. I did it. That's all that matters. We got on. What's good, man?
Oh, not much, man. You're on the road right now?
On the road, on the way home right now, doing tech stuff, which, it's my specialty.
Yeah, man. But hey, no, I just wanted to get your opinion on, because obviously a new name in the OC side of things has popped up. John Candle from Toledo.
Yes.
What are you hearing, and what do you feel about it? I love it because we've played Toledo recently a couple of times, and let me tell you, that dude's offense is dynamic.
Yeah, I think clearly he is a mastermind. He puts pressure on a lot of the defenses. I like his tempo. He also has complex running schemes. But one of the things that I really like about him is if he were to be the OC, he's a head coach. And I'm all about getting as many head coaches on the staff as possible. I think that only benefits, the strength of the staff, the preparation, and the professionalism. I think the world of that guy. He's unbelievable at what he does.
Yeah, man. And someone put in the chat earlier, I forgot who it was. I would give him credit if I can remember. But someone said that he had the number 1 recruiting class in the MAC the last 5 years in a row. So the guy can also recruit on top of it.
Yeah, and his running back just declared for the draft.
Mm-hmm.
The dude, and then who his wide receivers coach is? It's Kevin Beard.
It's Kevin Beard, yeah.
Yeah, I think if it's him, it's a home run hire.
Yeah. MJ in the chat here is saying, word is Candle accepted. We will see. Let's see.
He said
Let's see how the next.
He said Campbell accepted it.
That's what MJ in the chat is saying. That word is Campbell accepted. We will see. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. And obviously you heard the stuff about Bryles that he supposedly turned down Miami's offer, which surprised some people. But then guys like Mike Ryan came out and said, "Oh, I'm hearing different." So there's some differences of opinion there. But because I haven't got a chance to talk to you since then, what do you think actually happened there? Do you think he just turned it down outright? He wants to stay at Arkansas. He's comfortable there, or something else going on?
I think it's the AD hire all over again, meaning there's a lot of leaks all in one day, which I thought were very interesting. And I mean, you do whatever you want with that information. We've known Bryles has been a candidate for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then right after Toledo's coach, it says that he is the top target. Not even an hour later, they say Bryles was offered the job as well. So I just find it interesting.
The timing was interesting. I will say that. Let's see. Alexander Sosa saying no. Bryles accepted the extension in Arkansas, not turned down Miami. That's the other thing. A lot of people are interpreting it differently. So who knows? The next few days, I feel like any day now we're going to hear what the deal is. But then again, Mario's a guy that has definitely taken his time. I think when he hired Alex Mirabal to come with him to Oregon, it was like a good month after he got hired at Oregon. So,
yeah. I mean, this. All this is going to come out eventually. So,
yeah,
that's what, I think you're right. I think it's pretty much close to being done. And then all the real truth will come out, and then we'll find out how long this has been in the works. Why did he take his time? What was going on? I mean, all that is going to come out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alex is saying he agrees with Les that's why it's only phone for you, no video, because you're at the office. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, I told the DJ to turn the music off. That's funny.
Oh, that was good. Let's see what else we got. Oh, a little basketball update for you, Flo. I don't know if you were keeping up. Miami's spanking UNC by 30 right now.
By 30?
That's what someone in the chat said.
Oh my! In college, that's almost impossible.
68-38 with 11 minutes to go.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's Max just confirmed. Yeah, that's what's happening there.
That's insane.
Yeah. Hey, quick question, Flo. So this weekend is Elite Prospect Day, right? That's on the 21st. Yeah. Are you? Because so obviously they're going to be focusing more on the junior class, 2023, that weekend.
Right.
Are you expecting any early commits out of that weekend, or is it going to be a little more like Paradise Camp last year, where we're just building relationships, laying the groundwork, and it might be a quiet day as far as commits?
I mean, the truth is I don't know how Mario does things on his junior day. It used to be that if we did a good job on junior day, we'd get a few commits, back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how Mario operates yet. I mean, I know of a few guys that are going to be there that are hard Miami leans right now, but do they commit publicly? I don't know. Because I just don't listen. This is all new for all of us. The way that Mario does business. At the end of the day, I can tell you that they're going to be treated amazing. The players are going to be treated great attention. They'll be prepared. The staff's going to be prepared. But I don't know. I don't know if Mario's going to push them for a commit or how he's going to run it.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is new for all of us, but I think if say a Ruben Bain wants to pull the trigger, he's not gonna say no, don't do it yet. Because we've got. I mean, it's a loaded class to begin with, and we've got some of the elite of the elites coming, and I just think if he did what he did with Jaleel and Nigel Kelly and now Harold Perkins all of a sudden, just on weeks of being the coach, imagine him having a year plus to work with. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. I'm with you on that. I just don't know how. I don't know if he's going to push him for a commit. I don't know that. He might.
Yeah. Maybe he can close. We'll see. I mean, if he can get a couple of elite guys without any coordinators, which he's already done, I mean, that's just ridiculous.
I think a little bit different subject. I think people are going to be surprised how well Mario's going to close by this second signing period for the 22 class.
I was going to go to that next. So after Elite Prospect Day, then you got basically like a week and a half left until signing day, which is February 2nd. Pyburn hasn't announced an official visit, as far as I'm concerned, right? Because someone in the chat was asking about that, if he's going to visit the same weekend as Perkins and Shamar.
Yeah, I don't know I know he was planning on coming back. I don't know the date. I know they saw him again today.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the Pyburn thing is looking real promising, because you made a great point the other day that he used his unofficial, like he came for an unofficial visit. That way he still has that official visit in the bank. He could still use it that last weekend.
Facts.
So I think that was a nice little chess move. And dude, I don't know if you saw the little video on Twitter where he's, rocking the Canes gear and everything. That boy's big, man. Like every bit of 6'3", 6'4", and like 260 whatever.
Yeah. I agree. And then I'm sure you saw the whole Dan Morgan blessed him.
Yep, I did.
That's a big deal, bro.
That's a big deal. That's one of the greatest college linebackers ever.
Facts.
Yeah. So nice to see that, because we don't often see. Well, we see it here and there, but I would love to see the greats not just come back physically and be on the sidelines for games and stuff. We've talked about that, but get in touch with these kids on Twitter. It's you see a legend giving you the blessing like that. That's pretty insane.
I like what you said. He's real, and the guy's well respected. He wasn't just a great player. He's a great guy, great football executive. Like he's the dude, So I just think that only helps.
Mm-hmm. So I know you're not big into the class rankings, but now that we're just so close to signing day, I'm predicting, this is my prediction because they were asking earlier. By the time signing day is said and done, I think this will be like a top 15, top 18 class. You think I'm accurate in saying that, or?
Yeah, I think you're pretty spot on. I think it'll be between 10 and 15.
Mm-hmm. Between 10 and 15. Okay.
Yeah, because I think I mean, I don't look at the calculator and all that stuff, but I feel really good about a bunch of guys, like at least 4 or 5 guys I feel good about.
Yeah, but Flo has no pick. Is this another riddle? I don't know if you're watching the screen right now, but yeah.
They get me, man. They get me.
They got me. Max sent me something that somebody made in the Patreon one.
Oh yeah.
They had me as Professor X from X-Men.
Yeah, man. They have a lot of fun in that Patreon and that VIP chat. Those guys, it's like a circus in there.
Oh my God, I gotta go check that out. But yeah, no, we're coming up on the. Oh, let's answer Alex Rivera's question really quick. Any news on D lineman Miller?
Christian Miller?
I believe that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, is he talking about the Georgia guy, the D tackle?
I think.
If I'm not wrong, Max is probably in the chat. I think he's coming on the 28th.
Oh, that'd be nice. Okay.
So is Ahmad Moten. So is like.
I know Moten.
There's a few D tackles coming that date.
Yeah, Philly's saying yes, he is. Rivera's saying yes. Max is saying yes. So yeah, they're coming the 28th. Yeah, I mean, like I told you, over the past few weeks, I am a little concerned about the trenches as far as, the numbers that we have. Maybe not the numbers, but the amount of veterans coming back. We don't have a ton, especially on the D line. However, the talent, the young talent, is going to be off the charts.
Yeah, I mean, if we close on Shamar, which it looks like we're looking decent on it, this might go down as one of the best DN classes in 15, 20 years.
Oh, no, it's ridiculous. I mean, just sit down and think of, okay, after their freshman, think of 2023, their sophomore years. You got Shamar, Cyrus Moss, you got Leonard Taylor as a junior, you got Nigel E. Kelly as a sophomore. All those guys on the same team.
Yeah, I mean, remember, Shamar, Moss, and Kelly are all in the same year.
Yeah, they would all be sophomores that year. All preseason All-Americans probably. Yeah, no. It's just stupid. The talent influx that's coming all of a sudden. And then let's hit this last one real quick. Terry Hanley saying someone just posted Mario is looking to hire a Dolphins assistant for DC.
He's talking about the linebacker coach, the guy, but he was Flores' right-hand man on the Dolphins. The guy's really not. I can't remember, his name is escaping me right now. Super knowledgeable, big IQ guy. He runs exotic defenses, multiples. Really, really, really well equipped. He's a football guy. I know exactly what he's talking about.
Bob Leonard, maybe?
I don't remember his name.
Someone
was talking about. It was leaked.
Oh no, Anthony Campanillo. Anthony Campanillo.
It was leaked this morning, actually, and I went and did homework on the guy.
Okay, yeah, they were asking me about him earlier. I had not done any homework on him because that's a new name to me as far as today, obviously. But yeah, Anthony Campanillo, he's never called. I guess he's never called plays though. Again,
why does everybody freak out about that so much? Why is it like, oh my God, you never call plays? Everybody wanted Schumann, and Schumann didn't call no plays.
I'm okay with a guy that is inexperienced calling plays, but is an up and comer. As long as on the other side, like let's say you have that on defense, but on the other side on offense, you have an experienced guy. Let's say it's Campbell, who has been a head coach calling plays for years. I'm okay if you have one or the other, but not both coordinators. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends on, honestly, like who this guy's learned under and who, like, where does he come from? Like, you give me an NFL guy like this guy, he'll be just fine calling plays, just fine. No problem. Zero issues with those kind of guys. Now you get a guy that's been coming up the ranks like Schumann. I mean, you would think he could kill it because look who he learns under, but he's in college. College is another animal from NFL. These guys that are linebacker coaches or analysts in the NFL are well schooled, very well schooled.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get an NFL job if you suck. You had to be elite in college just to sniff it.
No, that's why I was liking the Clint Hurt possibility more and more the more I talk to you guys, because you're right. I mean, an assistant head coach to
I know, right?
To Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll's one of the all-time greats. But anyway, we'll hit this last one from the general before we get out of here. John, ask Flo what's up with the O-line portal guys.
What's funny? I mean, I'm sure that you guys already talked about this at the beginning of your show.
Mm-hmm.
There's that Oregon guy that just went in the portal that I know talks to Mariball a lot still. And I think he was a 2020 class guy. He's about 6'3", interior guy. I think he plays guard. And he still has like 3 years of eligibility. He just hit the portal, I think, like 6 hours ago. It could be a little more than that. And Miami's on that. That could be a guy. I mean, that's the first one that popped in my head because I put out some feelers for him to see what's up, and I know Miami's already reached out. So that could be a guy. That could be a guy. I can't. His name is like one of those Samoan names.
Yeah, it's Logan. It's that Logan kid, Logan Saga.
Yeah,
Sagapolu.
Sagabaganas.
You're gonna give him a new nickname before he even gets here.
Yeah.
And according to Max, he has all 4 years because he spent 1 year on a mission.
Okay, that's good. And then we're waiting to hear back from Steen. Or Steen, I forgot how to pronounce his name. I mean,
Tyler Steen, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of teams are on him, but you know, we're in it for him. I mean, there's full communication, you know. So that's a guy to keep an eye on. And that dude, that's the Vanderbilt guy. That's a plug and play dude. That would be an absolute grand slam. Forget home run. You know, that's a
walk-off grand slam.
Yeah, that's a walk. I mean, you land that dude. Everyone and their mom's after him. But I know Miami's in it because of Mirabal and Mario. I mean, you pull that trick. You pull that one off. Oh my gosh!
All of a sudden, I feel much better about our O-line going into next year. Just adding him, plugging him in at right tackle. Hell, he might push for left tackle even.
Yep, I agree. He's legit. You know, he's legit.
Yeah, man. But anyway, I'll let you enjoy the rest of your ride home because I know you got the show tonight. Please, everyone, you all already know. Probably most of the people in this chat are going to tune in tonight. But you know, you got your show at 9:30 tonight with Max, correct?
Yeah, Max does it with A Black now. I pop in here and there now on the show. It's the Max Out show. Yeah, it starts at 9:30. Tune in. Those guys kill it, and I usually pop in here and there. I may pop in tonight. I may not. But appreciate you having me on, John. Sorry that I had a little bit of, you know me, I had a little bit of issue getting on, but I'm glad I finally figured it out.
No worries, man. No worries. But no, I appreciate you coming on as always, even if it's from your mobile office. But no, I appreciate it, man. And Alex saying, great show, bro. Like always, hit the like button and subscribe. Yes. Thank you guys for all the support. Hit the like button, subscribe.
All right, John. Take care. Love everybody. Be good.
Have a good night. Go Canes, everybody.